Kings using their size to full advantage, Doris. Both teams able to run possessions through their big men up front.
And as you know, Kevin, in today's NBA, not every team has the personnel to enter the ball into the post and run action off of it. One of the things coaches will tell me, Kev, is there may be no more valuable thing at any level of basketball than a big man who's a triple threat, a guy with size who can pass, put it on the deck, or score himself.
Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Sabonis kicks to Warren. Just 5 on the clock. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, you like the effort of T.J. Warren, capitalizing when he's shooting in the painted area.
Richardson finds Embiid. And it's sent back by Turner. Here's Oladipo. Lays it up off the glass.
Wow, the handle of Victor Oladipo is fantastic. Uses that to get right through the defense.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
And the shot by Warren, no good. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Simmons passes to Horford and finished off by Horford.
Well, what a pleasure to watch Al Horford go to work. Does all the right things, and that time gets an easy dunk.
The Pacers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the stretch center in demand for Miles Turner. Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger, and continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Now here's Lamb. Tight defense on him. It's hauled in by Thibault.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And the Pacers with possession here. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Some changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Burks in for Ben Simmons. Outside, Lamb launches it. It doesn't go for him. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Scott the pass to Embiid. It's over McDermott. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Scott.
Well, the size advantage playing a big part there. Just calmly rises and fires.
And here is Lamb. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reached the end of the first quarter. 76ers up. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball instead of baseball.
Coming from a place where,
Wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
McConnell and Lamb in the backcourt. Then it's McDermott, and it's Holiday in at the 3 slots. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever, mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb is coming to his own the last few years.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for the Pacers. The 76ers also with a sub. Robinson's checked in. McDermott kicks to Holiday. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And some changes here for the Pacers. Sabonis, he's checked in for McDermott. Warren comes in for Justin Holiday. And it's Oladipo in for Lamb. Then for the 76ers, Al Horford is checked in for Mike Scott. Shake Milton comes in for Korkmaz. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Alec Burks. And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. Here's Richardson. After the basket by Sabonis. It's Oladipo on the wing. And finished off by Oladipo.
Well, Oladipo soars for the slam. That's pretty, guys.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Simmons checked in for Shake Milton.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Brogdon against Simmons. Pass to Warren. Rocket 6. Goes back up. And the layup falls. Warren's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pacers.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Boston Celtics. The drive by Simmons. Horford in the post. He's against Turner. Horford no luck.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Brogdon finds Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall, and Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Justin Holiday's checked in for T.J. Warren, and Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Oladipo. Then for the 76ers, Korkmaz comes in for Glenn Robinson III, and it's Burks in for Richardson. Now here is Harris, back to Simmons. Shoots over Brogdon, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Indiana Pacers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. We're just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Philadelphia. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Simmons passes to Horford and finished off by Horford.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Bounce pass from Brogdon. The 10-footer. Turner trying to free himself up. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Back to Brogdon from past the arc. But they recover it. Sabonis finds Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Well, Domantas Sabonis is one of the outstanding passers from the post position that we have in today's game. If you're open, he'll find you. Well, skill is such an important part of today's game, and that suits Domantas Sabonis just fine. This guy has great hands, can pass, and can shoot with range.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Embiid, the pass to Horford, and a dunk by Horford.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Brogdon kicks to Sabonis. Outside Warren. Back to Sabonis. Pass to Warren. Back to Sabonis. Good work defensively by Horford.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Harris passes to Horford. Outside for Simmons. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Simmons got his third basket of the night right there.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pacers lead by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. McConnell and Lamb in the backcourt. Then it's McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Pacers' 5.
Both teams putting their energies into the offensive end. Where's the D?
Good question, GA. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, how about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances despite the D's best efforts.
Here's McConnell. The pass to Bitadze. Back to McConnell. From the arc, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in.
2 minutes, 2 o'clock.
1:58 left here in the fourth quarter. Simmons left side. Embiid inside. Turner covering. Deflects the pass. Here's Simmons. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Now here is Holiday. Not a lot of room. Outside Turner. Dishes it to Lamb. Holiday looking for an opening. Fires for 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Holiday, no one around him. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make him pay.
We call that execution, Greg, getting the ball to the right guy where he can do some damage.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Domantas Sabonis.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. Victor Oladipo comes in for Lamb. And Brogdon subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
During the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They trail by 2. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Hey, they do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1. We'll see if they try.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Turner. Here's Warren. Got it. A huge shot to tie it up.
T.J. Warren's in a huge moment with the big bucket.
Simmons against Brogdon. And Simmons kicks to Harris. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's good!
And big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're behind by 2. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Here's Simmons. And an intentional foul right there.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. Indiana again missing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Pacers ball.
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Al. The coach mentioned he wanted to come into this building and do whatever.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.